So we at day 34 of this government shutdown. Millions are going without SNAP benefits. As you enter the broadcast, make sure you hit the like button. We got to talk about what's going on here. Top of the morning, early to the afternoon, everybody. Salutations, salutations. So I've been slightly absent, handling some business in the background. But nonetheless, I wanted to tap in with y'all. So Democrats and Republicans are still at a stalemate, and the government is shut down. And a lot of people want answers. Now, SNAP benefits haven't quite affected America yet. I say give it about 2 weeks. Give it about 2 weeks and you're going to see just how necessary those food stamps were. And you know, it's crazy because America's in this weird place where it's all this overt racism going on. On Halloween, you had all these YT folks dressing up in blackface. Meanwhile, they're the highest SNAP recipients, and their people are being affected the most during this government shutdown. But their racism is still blurring nonetheless. Blaring, rather. Which goes to show that America has some type of cognitive dissonance. I mean, here it is. They're losing the subsidized living, the welfare, the SNAP benefits, the WIC, just like we're losing it. But instead of sticking together, coming together, the land is still divided by bigotry, racism, hatred. And what this shows me is that America has reached a point of no return. Yeah, America is going downhill very quickly. And we're watching a decline. So I've been looking at what's going on in the news. You know, you got Donald Trump. He's building all these ballrooms in the White House, spending millions of dollars. He's sending millions of dollars overseas for federal or, you know, foreign aid, rather. Meanwhile, the American people are going through it. So what do we do? You know, I'm very much solution-based. Good morning, I see y'all. I'm very much solution-based. In this day and age, you got to find alternative methods of making it out here. You just do. You really do. You got hundreds and thousands of federal employees out of jobs. You got hundreds and thousands of Amazon employees out of jobs. You got AI pretty much automating a lot of the industries right now, including trucking. And I'm talking transport, import, export, everything automated, including the warehouse jobs. And we're looking at all this, and a lot of people are scratching their heads trying to figure out what's going on, when we knew this would be the outcome if we were reading the book. And the book, I mean the Bible. We knew this would be the outcome if we were really reading them scriptures. And it's really it would really be in our best interest to definitely build amongst the like-minded and stay away from stagnant, procrastinating, toxic people. Stay away from those people. Brothers and sisters, in this day and age, you got to be ahead of the curve. You got to be ahead of the curve, man. And see, there's a lot of spiritual shifts going on too. There's a lot of metaphysical dynamics that are taking place. And see, we got to be paying attention to the signs of the times, man. There's a great awakening going on with God's people. And a lot of you all have been warning people. Y'all been warning people what's going on. And y'all have been seeing this for a number of years. You know that they're setting the stage for martial law. You know that the whole goal is control. We've been knowing that. So what do? We maneuver outside their means of control. Don't let nothing control you. I don't care what it is, brothers and sisters. Put your faith in the Most High. Don't let anything control you. The Most High should be the only one controlling your steps. Y'all remember when the jab came? People was letting that little 9 to 5 control them. Y'all remember? If you don't take this shot, you out of a job. These are the same type of times that we're coming in now. It should be absolutely evident what they're doing. You got these people using hunger as leverage. So what you think the next step is in the foreseeable future? The next step is, if you want this universal basic income, you would take this RFID two-way radio frequency chip in your hand. And see, that's why the millionaire elites, they're buying up all the resources. Why? Control. Control. You got people fighting over pennies, while these people are set for world domination. And the only reason they're able to do it is because they can keep us divided. That's the only reason. Divide and conquer. Always been the name of the game. Yeah, somebody said these people moving in military housing. Yep, they're setting up there all over the states for a reason. See, the SNAP benefits being cut, millions of out of steps right now, and we're not really seeing the effects. There have been a couple isolated situations where people decided to run up in grocery stores, but you know, I got some family and friends that work in loss prevention in Walmarts and grocery stores, and it is getting real out there. People trying to steal, but it hasn't really hit the fan yet. That's what I want people to understand. In the book of Esdras, it tells you because of lack of bread, there will be no regard for your neighbor. People won't regard their neighbors because of lack of bread, meaning each other. Forget the grocery stores. It's going to come a time where people are going to be evading each other for lack of bread. This is just the beginning. Them showing you what they can do. This is a flex. Weaponized hunger in America for political power. And then they told some people, they rumored that some people were going to be getting some type of stimulus check. Anybody get a stimulus check on here? Talk to me. By show of zeros, you didn't get a stimulus check. By show of zeros, you ain't getting no stimmy. Just to show you, they're not even following through with the pacification no more. They're relying totally on they're relying totally on wolf tickets. America's relying on wolf tickets to keep people pacified. Talking about they gonna give a $2,000 stimmy. No, they're not giving up nothing. And you know, you got these people out here who want to celebrate these holidays. Let me just put this out here. If you still are supporting their holidays, their pagan holidays, then you pretty much deserve what's coming next. You deserve what's coming next. Because the government is clearly showing you they don't give a about you. And if you fall for the same retail scam that the system pulls every year, and you take your little hard earnings and you go buy a bunch of gifts and you go buy a bunch of nonsense, then you clearly don't see the signs of the times. You just don't see it. See, in this day and age, we got to maneuver different. A lot of you all got to get away from people who don't really have your best interests at heart. You got to surround yourself with a network of people who want more for themselves. And y'all have to cultivate some positive energy. Because the way it's looking, desperate times will cause for desperate measures unless you prepare. If you prepare, you're not desperate. You got to be careful who you call friends, who you call family, who you call loved ones. Oh, you got to be careful. See, the lines in the sand have been drawn. And it ain't too many people nowadays that's going to keep it real with y'all. To be chosen by the Most High to be real, it's a lot of, listen, it's a lot of times we deal with a lot of isolation. We get ostracized a lot. And we're forced to navigate alone a lot. But it's a blessing because it's learning survival. It's learning survival. I want to say this as well, man. Later on, 9 o'clock Standard Eastern Time, if it's everybody from the team watching this live stream, you know who you are. Everybody who is part of the team, we got a Zoom meeting. I'm gonna try to get each and every one of y'all that link, but we do have a meeting tonight, so definitely look for that. But the time is now where you got to start actually stocking up, doing what you need to do. I would recommend that you get your groceries early out throughout the month. By week 2 and 3, I wouldn't want to be in these grocery stores, especially in major cities. By week 2 and 3, yep, they try to bump me out, but that's when the looting starts. You got to give it a few weeks. And then look, this government shutdown, they're not telling us how long it's going to be shut down. They're not telling us how long it's going to be shut down. This thing can last months. This can last months. And even when the government is back up and running, It's still being automated by AI. So you got to know what time you in. Yeah, there's going to be that AI looting too. Deep fakes everywhere where you ain't going to know what you looking at. We've already seen that too. And you know, it's crazy because, you know, you got these YT people, they wearing blackface and stuff like that, and they out here suffering. They're losing their stamps. They're losing their welfare programs. It ain't just us. It's more of them than us on these benefits. Then you got some people trying to blame us. Somebody said it, Breed don't seem like they have any plans of reopening the government. I'm going to have to agree with you. I don't think they have any plans of doing that either. What it looked like the plan is, the plan is to come up with a solution. And from the way it looks to me, and if y'all hear this, y'all hearing this here first, I'm the first one to say this, and this is just a guess. This is just a guess. What it looks like to me is that they're gonna do away with Democrats. Democrat and Republican, I don't got them having a partisan government anymore. I don't think it will be a bipartisan government when this is done. And I think that, and I'm not saying, okay, so the way I see it is like this. I don't think that's going to happen right away. They may open it back up normally, but it's going to lead to a government that's ran by one power structure. They may even find a way to keep Trump in office. You know, if he lives the next 3 years. But I'm saying, it just seems like they got something else going on. And then as far as the automative side of the government, AI will be taking that. AI going to do that. That's just what I see. I could be wrong. But that's according to my observation. But I'm going to tell y'all, stay out the way. Stay safe out here. Do what it is you need to do. I'm not going to stream live very long. I know I've been absent. I've been taking care of a lot of business, but I'll be back a couple times today. So turn that notification on so you can get these streams as they being uploaded. Got some business to take care of. I will holler at y'all real soon. Peace and blessings to y'all. Peace.